So this is the official post show for the Sony E3 2015 press conference that just happened. We just watched it live with our audience on Twitch. And let's go ahead and talk about the predictions first. As you guys should know by now, we do have a running game going. We all made two predictions, or we all made one prediction for each press conference of the show. We split ourselves up into teams. We are the fun team. They are the winners team. And
we're the winners.
Let's see here. We've got for Sony. What did you guys have for Sony?
Nothing. Just put a big old fat 0.
Okay.
We predicted God of War and 15 minutes of Morpheus. Got neither.
I don't know why you put a time on Morpheus.
Okay, all right. And then we had
the exact number of fingers you have to use to play a trumpet properly. 3.
Is it 2?
Yeah, you can only have one per each person.
All right. Well, we definitely
We
had
had
the Last
our
Guardian.
off the wall predictions.
Yep. But we never said those
we're
would
not
count.
counting those.
Yeah, we
as
weren't
points.
counting those.
Oh, I'm
though.
counting that in my head.
Oh, that's fine. You can have your own head point.
And our other
Well, good.
prediction
We're ahead of you
was
in points.
an onstage demonstration of
True.
an onstage demonstration of No Man's Sky.
Yep.
We did go to a couple different planets. I'll leave it up to you guys if you want to count that as in depth.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so that's 2 points for us, and that changes our totals here. Wow, that's starting to dry on there.
8
Doesn't
to
change our
4.
total at
Yeah.
all.
Oh yeah, yours is still 4.
We goose egg Ubisoft and
All right.
Sony.
So here's the official score. As of right now, fun team, crushing it.
There we go.
Oh, maybe I should get a little closer.
Yep.
A little closer.
Right there. Fun team, us, 8 points, 8 correct predictions. Winners team, 4 correct predictions, 4 points. We are killing it so far. And that is, now that that's out of the way, let's talk about the press conference. Waters, what was the thing that excited you the most?
Well, if you guys didn't happen to watch it during it, the Final Fantasy VII remake for sure. Because it's long been awaited by fans. They've been doing so much with HD collections and yada 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 from Final Fantasy VII. And just from that cinematic trailer, it looks gorgeous, and I'm stoked they're working on it.
Yeah, when I first saw it, they said they're back, and I thought that was referencing a sequel, because the Final Fantasy game has had, the Final Fantasy storyline, that world, has had 2 games and a movie.
It's
3 games and a movie.
3 games in a movie.
Yeah, we had Final Fantasy VII, we had Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, the movie, and then we had Final Fantasy
The Dirge of
VII
Cerberus.
Crisis Core and Dirge of Cerberus. So I thought it was going to be another sequel to see the characters back, and then they kind of they went black screen and said remake, which honestly, if you would have asked me 2 years ago or 2 years from now if that was ever going to happen, I would tell you no, never. Give up on it. And Waters believed, and kudos to him. What do you guys think about a Final Fantasy VII remake?
I'll probably play it since it's a remake. I can jump right in, not needing to know anything.
Sure, yeah.
I am going to play it.
Yeah.
I'm going to play 15 before that, though. Because it's coming... 15's
Oh,
coming
for
before.
sure. For sure, 15.
Yeah.
I honestly don't expect this game before at least 2018. At least. That's at the earliest.
Fair assumption.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
because once they knock out 15 and KH3, they don't really have any more big
Yeah.
projects. So I can see it.
Sam, most exciting thing for you?
I don't know.
Should have taken notes.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
I
can
didn't
go,
take
you
any
can think about it. We can go to Sam or Thad.
Yeah, you'd have to
Thad,
say.
what was your most exciting thing that you saw?
Honestly, there's nothing I'm like, oh my god, I gotta play that.
Okay.
Final Fantasy VII was the closest I came to being excited about a game
Okay.
during
Well,
that press conference.
I mean, you
there's just nothing up my alley.
you got kind of hyped with Destiny.
Yeah.
Destiny is cool, but
Destiny did look good.
I already have Destiny. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Like, there's nothing
yeah.
new that I was excited for.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't forget Gorilla's new IP as well.
yeah, Grill's new IP looked really good. Again, it stuck out, but like if I can't remember right off the top of my head, like I'm still stuck on Final Fantasy VII.
Ross, every Final Fantasy game, is set in a new universe. Someday soon, I already got it. I'll let him handle it. They're all different universes with different stories and different characters. Unless they make like a direct sequel to a game, but they will always have the same Final Fantasy VII, whatever after that.
Yeah.
But obviously for me, the most exciting thing was The Last Guardian.
Yeah, it does look good. You can probably put there up there with me.
I'm a huge fan of Team Ico. First game I played by them was Shadow of the Colossus, which was their second game. And then I played Ico when I bought the HD collection, the Team Ico HD collection. Yeah, and
you platinum those, didn't you?
I platinumed Ico. I did not platinum Shadow of the Colossus, just because there's like a bunch of time trial stuff where you have to beat all of them quickly. I didn't do it. So that was like a really big deal for me. I've been waiting for it ever since they announced it. It always looked interesting to me. It always looked creative and different. So I'm really excited to finally get my hands on that.
Yeah, I mean, I think actually I would like to retract what I said. I am really excited. Like the more
Robot dinosaurs. Sorry.
Yeah, the more I like think about that Horizon Gorilla game.
Yeah,
what the hell it's called.
Horizon. That's what it's called.
Yeah, it's definitely something I'm gonna buy.
Yeah,
definitely something that, like, I might even go balls out and get collector's editions because that's what I do.
Yeah, and Raffleha in the chat, aka my homie Ross, says, "How can you not be excited to hunt robot dinosaurs?"
Yeah,
I mean, I'm excited for that, but like, it's not mind blowing for me. I'm not like, whoa.
You even said it was original.
Yeah,
it is original.
But
it's
here's
very original. I like it.
Here's my question to you though. What game of any game you saw today across any press conference made you say that?
I would say the closest. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't go. It goes back to yesterday with Bethesda.
Yeah.
With Fallout, I think I'm still kind of in like a Fallout fog because.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Fallout's definitely Fallout. I mean, I think Bethesda came with the most interesting game displays.
Mm-hmm.
But none of them were surprises to me. We all saw them coming. We all knew that they would be there. Yeah. And for me, the big thing, the hype around E3 is the surprises. That's what I get most excited for.
I feel it.
So The Last Guardian, Final Fantasy VII remake. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that freaks me out.
The Final Fantasy VII remake is pretty fucking dope.
Yeah.
And I'm going to dive into that because now I'm into that kind of shit. So.
And you also won't go back and play original games.
Nope. Not going to play the original.
All right. So then on the flip side of that, Waters, why don't you start us off this time? What were you most disappointed in?
Most disappointed in? I'm really disappointed at how long that Call of Duty trailer was, because it's still just Call of Duty. It's not like, I mean, there's some new things and whatnot. It's got a little more feel to it, I guess. But overall, actually, you know what? Scrap that. I just saw the Morpheus thing. They showed blip of Morpheus, and we're like, and we're moving on. And I was really looking forward to seeing a lot of that.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. I personally did not want to see a lot of Morpheus, so that was a good note for me. But I know you were excited to see it, so obviously that would be disappointing to you. For me, most disappointing part was how they closed out the show with Uncharted. I love Uncharted, but everyone knows it's coming. It's not something big. It's not something. It's something big, but it's not like a big surprise. It was like before he even said, you know, this is the end of the show, but one more thing. I knew they were going to show us Uncharted, and I just was kind of disappointed in that. Not because I'm not excited for that game, but because I wanted something fresh, something different.
Definitely.
What about you?
I would say the lack of Ratchet and Clank, but we saw it earlier.
Yeah,
so
we did see a new trailer for it.
I thought it was a good conference.
Yeah, it was.
Like, not to take anything away from Sony, but I thought it was a good conference. Didn't blow my mind like Microsoft or Bethesda, but
I thought it. I don't know. The Kickstarter thing. The Kickstarter thing ruined the entire show.
Yeah.
It killed my buzz. It killed everything.
I wonder how much it's made.
It doesn't matter, really. I'm like, I don't care, even in the slightest. That literally ruined the show for me. It was like, wow.
It's made $622,000
so far,
and it was,
and it went live at 9:51 p.m.
Yep.
Oh, 31 days to go. Okay.
So I mean, they're probably gonna hit their goal.
Yeah. The most exciting Kickstarter game I'm looking forward to is Bloodstained.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that. It's the third game in the series. I'm assuming there's things I don't know about.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna jump into it because I'm not like mega impressed.
Well, I think
And it just killed my mood because I was like, don't like Sony. If you're gonna bring a Kickstarter on stage, be like, this is their Kickstarter, and we're giving them the money.
yeah,
It's gonna be PlayStation exclusive.
and that's exactly what they were saying in the chat when that happened. Is if you are coming on stage to E3, then you probably shouldn't be getting kickstarted. Someone should be paying for that game.
Yeah.
And for Sony to bring them on stage and be like, we're not going to pay for this game, but we're going to give them a shout out. We want to be the one to announce this.
Then we get exclusive
Yeah.
because we announced it.
So it was just kind of like it was a frugal move for them, but everyone recognized it as a shitty move for them.
Yeah, but like after that, like I just became generally uninterested in that. If we go back and like if we could watch that video of what happened to me after that Kickstarter thing happened, I like was like thinking of what I'm gonna eat tomorrow for lunch.
Yeah,
So,
I think we haven't seen Nintendo yet, but of the big three, I think it's safe to say Microsoft has the lead right now.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
They had the most mind-blowing show with the most surprises, but I think that Sony didn't have a bad show. Sony did what they knew would work for them, but I don't think they anticipated what Microsoft did coming. I don't think they saw that coming.
Yeah, no, not at all. They came out with a lot of games, which is cool.
Yeah.
Because they're still hanging on to the gaming system for gamers to play games.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is great, but there's a lot of other things it has to offer, and I feel like they just kind of touched.
Yeah, I agree with that. You saw a 10-second blip of the Vita and some games coming to
That's
the Vita.
it.
They kind of just glazed, like you said, they kind of glazed over everything else that Sony has, and hardcore focused on this is the PS4 and these are games coming to it.
But we got 3 Square Enix games during that conference.
Yeah.
Well, Square Enix.
Like, well, I already I can already Square Enix is gonna go balls deep, and I'm assuming Final Fantasy 15 and 14.
Deus Ex, and
And
they have a
Deus
new
Ex.
IP to reveal as well.
Yeah.
And
So-
Kingdom Hearts.
And
Maybe.
Kingdom Hearts.
Maybe.
You'll see something.
I think so.
Even with PlayStation showing a little blip.
Ruffle Haas says
Yeah.
that beats the Rare replay. I was actually kind of excited for the Rare replay. I don't know. Just because I think Rare
I don't know
used to
anything
make
about-
great games.
I don't know anything about Rare or their games.
Banjo and Kazooie, Killer Instinct, Battletoads, Perfect Dark. They were all good games
All
back
games.
in the day.
Yeah, I've never heard of any of those games.
And then Microsoft bought the studio and was like, okay, now you make what we want you to make. Stop being creative.
Yeah.
They were games before your time.
Back when you were still playing NASCAR all the time.
Yeah, I don't give a shit what anyone says. I'm kind of upset EA didn't make a NASCAR game.
Want to talk about things that won't sell?
It's not gonna sell, but it's not gonna sell, but it will sell to me.
Yeah.
It's dearest to my heart.
Do we have anything else on Sony that you guys want to talk about?
We can talk to the chat a little bit. Ruffle
Should we
Haas says,
stop the recording, or do you want to do it and keep it in the recording?
I mean, does anyone else have anything to say about Sony?
No.
No?
They had a good plan to come out strong, and they finished terribly.
Yeah, I think that was a bad finish, honestly.
So it was all over the board. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Would recommend to some.
I was nice and gave it a 7.
We'll give it an 8.
Yeah, I think an 8's fair. Again, it was a good show.
Microsoft
just
9.5/10.
came out and beat them, yeah.
Bethesda 9.
I gave Bethesda 9.5. Microsoft a 9.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fair. So we can end that off. That's
All right,
yeah.
guys.
Go ahead and
Well,
close us out for the actual post show.
we are your ship squad, and that's Nick. That's Logan. I am Sam. That is Thad, and we are signing off on today's cast for now, or for the video. We will still stay and talk to the chat afterwards, but yes, we are your ship squad. Don't play. Is it No Man's Sky? Is that the space
Yeah.
one? Yeah. Don't play that and get lost somewhere, because we won't be able to find you. And have a good one.